Now we go back to football, 1982 to 1986. Barry Remington. Rem was a 4-year letter winner under head coach Bill McCartney. He excelled as an inside linebacker and team leader from 1982 to 1986. An AP Honorable Mention All-American as a senior in 1986. Remington was also a unanimous first-team All-Big 8 selection that season after twice earning second-team honors. A two-time team captain. He became the first Colorado player since 1894. Holy cow. To serve as a captain prior to his senior year, and just the third of the time to be selected twice. Remington started 36 of 42 career games and remains today the all-time leading tackler in CU history with 493 total stops, including 245 solo tackles. Like I said, a record that has stood now for nearly 40 years. Known for his playmaking instincts, Remington intercepted 4 passes in his career, including a memorable pick in the closing moments of that previously mentioned victory over the Nebraska Cornhuskers, number 3 in the country, 20-10 in 1986. That sealed the victory and ended the Buffalo's 18-game losing streak against the Cornhuskers. He and his wife, Bridget, founded the Samantha Remington Angel Heart Foundation, named in honor of their daughter, Samantha, who passed away at the age of 23 after undergoing 2 heart transplants. The foundation provides financial support to families facing critical and life-threatening medical needs. Ladies and gentlemen, he is now a Hall of Famer here at the University of Colorado, Barry Remington.
Did you say 40? Shit. I don't take my glasses off for much, but I'm going to do it tonight. Hey, I want to first thank Rick George for everything you've done for CU Nation. You've done us proud. Congrats. You deserve a relaxing retirement. Kimberly Orr, thanks for putting all this in. And everyone that's helped, I appreciate it. It's an incredible honor to be inducted alongside so many great athletes, and I'm especially glad to see my teammate Jeff Campbell here up with me here today. I know how hard all of you worked to make this happen back in the day. Being a Colorado kid and standing here with so many of my family, you've heard of them, and teammates and coaches and friends in the room, this is a special night. I also want to thank my teammate Conley Smith for nominating me without telling me. Thanks, Conley. I'm going to go over 5. I'm just going to tell you that. When I look back, it still feels a little surreal growing up in Boulder, playing in both high school and college at the base of the Flatirons, winning a state championship in both football and basketball, beating the damn Nebraska team after 20 years of losing at home our senior year, being part of the biggest turnaround in CU football history, and now standing here and being inducted in the Hall of Fame. I'm a lucky person, so thank you all. None of this would have happened without so many people lifting me up along the way, so there's a lot of people to thank. So I hope I don't miss anyone. But first and foremost, my faith in Jesus Christ has held me together since I was a young man. He's guided me and my family through some deep valleys and surrounded me with some incredible people. Thank you, Lord. I'd be nowhere without my rock star wife, Bridget. She's taken care of this man-child since I was a junior in college. You hope for a partner who will stand with you through your lowest points, and she's seen most of mine. You've raised the greatest kids and kept my big butt in shape. You're my rock. I love you to the moon and back. Thank you. And your amazing parents, Pam and Paul Benedetti, who've treated me like their own son since we first started dating. I'm especially glad my kids are here, right? They get to celebrate this. Some stuff I did as a kid. Cassie, you work with me for 7 years now. Your bossiness has taken our real estate business to a whole new level. I love your work ethic, and now you and your awesome husband, Kyle, are bringing in our first grandchild. I can't wait to get my hands on him. My sweet Caroline, you've faced your own valleys this year, and I love how you're using your heart and experience to help young kids and families in counseling. You're going to be a rock star too. Jack, my awesome son, who's a senior here at CU, I'm so proud of you. We're a Buff family through and through. Can't wait to see where life takes you. And I'd be remiss not to mention my oldest daughter, Samantha. You know, she passed away 10 years ago. Her spirit of never giving up still lives strong in our family. Like Mark was saying, we started a foundation in her honor to help local kids that are fighting for their lives with the boot on their neck. We're actually going to host a casino night fundraiser right here on May 9th next year. We'd love to have your support, and you can check it out at sammyangelheart.com. I know she's here with us tonight. Love you, Sammy. I know, by the time I get through my family, it's 5 minutes. So my family has always been my biggest fan. My mom's here tonight. Thank you, Rod, for bringing her here. She thought I could do no wrong. Whoa, she was way off base on that one. But she was the best mom ever, so thank you, Mom. My brother Mark, he played at CU before me, and he always had the right pep talk when I was a young man, doubted myself. I so appreciate you. Thank you for always being there. You are my champion. My sisters Renee and Wendy, who helped raise me and kept me alive on generic mac and cheese and something called Johnny Marzetti during those lean college years. We're blessed to have each other. Thank you. I can't forget all the other members of the Remington, Raponi, Quinn, Benedetti family who've supported me on the way. So I grew up in Arvada, right? The son of a farmer who somehow made his way from Arvada to Del Norte in the San Luis Valley. If you don't know where that is, look it up. It's a long ways. Back to Boulder. I only had my dad for 16 years. But he was the most influential person in my life, as dads should be, right? He was tough as nails, but kind at heart, and he taught me a lot in a short amount of time. I just remember after one junior high football game, I thought I played pretty well, by the way. He goes, "Why are you walking around? Why aren't you hustling, sprinting up to the line?" I said, "Well, no one else is doing that, Dad." He goes, "I do not care what everyone else is doing. I care about what you are doing." And that was a great lesson for a 13-year-old. So I loved my dad. He had watched me play linebacker since I was 7. Before he passed, was right when I started playing football for San Pagano as a sophomore. He said, "Whatever you do, don't let them move you from linebacker." My dad knew something. So my path, obviously, to CU came through Fairview. A lot of my Fairview teammates are here tonight. They also some played football with me here. I have San Pagano, my three-time state champion coach, Sam Pagano. Sam, your fiery, positive, fearless persona was exactly what I needed after my dad had passed. I so appreciate you and your family. I love you guys to death. You mean just the world to me. So thank you for coming. Coach Fairbanks recruited me out of Fairview. I took a lot of recruiting trips, but every time I came back over the hill on Boulder on 36 and I saw the Flatirons, I said, "You're not going anywhere, right? Why would you want to leave this place?" I love CU. I've always loved it. I loved it when they were recruiting my brother. So we had a small class in '82, just 11 guys. A lot of them are here tonight. Thank you guys for coming here. I so appreciate all you. A lot of 83, 84 guys too. You know, we signed in '82, and as soon as, I don't know, the ink was dry, Fairbanks, the head coach that recruited us, retired, and probably the greatest blessing in CU football history happened that day because we got Coach Bill McCartney. What a perfect weekend to be inducted with Coach Mack, statue being unveiled tomorrow. His intensity and motivation were unmatched. He always said, he'd say, "Men, Your mental mindset is 4 times as great as your physical capabilities. Wow, that's powerful stuff, and he's right. And one of the best things about him, I think, in my own personal opinion, he didn't care what color your skin was. He didn't care if you were walk-on, starter, water boy, whatever it was. He wanted your best effort. He wanted the best version of you, and he cared about your heart. I loved him for that. So a special thanks to Rick and my fellow linebacker roommate, great friend, Don DeLuzio, for spearheading that statue effort. Long overdue. I'm almost there. Looking back at my time at CU, I've got so much respect for the great linebackers who have come through the program, Beekert, Russell. I was lucky enough to play with some great ones myself, Schubeck, DeLuzio, McMillan, McCarty, and maybe the best inside linebacker to come through CU is actually playing for the Rams right now, Nate Lamb, and you should watch that guy. He's fantastic. You know, as I look back, knowing my tackle record will probably never be broken in my lifetime, which is cool. Not gonna lie about that. The thing I'm most proud about isn't the record, it's being that 2-time captain, right? My junior and senior year, which is rare. And then my senior year sharing it with my good friends Eric Coyle and Steve Beck as captains. That and the grit and the determination and pride and fighting through the injuries that I had. I didn't play healthy a lot. Giving everything I had to in my heart and soul to help CU win. I played 42 games, nothing came easy except tackles, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't let me play today with one arm tied down or double vision like I did as a senior. Not quite sure how I did that. It was kind of a godly thing. I wouldn't be up here if it weren't for Coach Lou Tepper. I truly believe that. He's here tonight. Thank you for coming out here, Lou. He was our defensive coordinator, linebacker coach, later became the head coach at Illinois, great coach. When you arrived in '83, we had the worst defense, one of the worst defenses in the country, and by '85, '86, we were in the top 20 in scoring defense. That's a pretty impressive turnaround, which was really the backbone to our full, run at national championship was our defense. Your system fit my strength. You weren't a yeller. You taught precision. You demanded effort, discipline, and total understanding of what the other team was trying to do on every play. We saw the game the same way. Thank you, Coach Tepp, for being a great coach and a better man. Coach Mike Hankwitz is also here. He was our outside linebacker coach. We love Coach Hank. Everybody loves Coach Hank. Your calm presence on the sideline with your yellow pad, always scheming how to stop a certain play. I love that about you. It made a huge impact. Really appreciate you as a coach and a man as well. And in closing, my NFL dreams didn't happen, and maybe that wasn't such a bad thing. Those hits add up as you get older. The best part of tonight is that even though football was just a short window of time, the bond with my teammates, coaches, friends, with Boulder, with CU, will last a lifetime. So thank you for sharing this with me because you're a part of it. None of this happens without all of you. I so appreciate everyone here tonight. God bless, thank you, and go Buffs.